Beyond the Gate spoilers for Thursday, October 9th, confirm that Bill Hamilton and Andre Richardson will clash. Meanwhile, tensions flare between Danny Dupree and Haley Hamilton. Vanessa confesses to Donnell McBride, and Anita Dupree offers words of encouragement. The tension in the Fairmont Crest household doesn't subside, but instead escalates, creating fierce battles between the main characters, pushing things into unpredictable directions. The relationship between Bill and Haley is in a serious state of disarray, and while Bill seems to be trying to maintain peace in the family, it's all like calm waters. Every time he smiles at his wife, it's a battle he's not winning. And when Danny, Bill's ex-wife, reappears in his life, everything that seemed to be okay explodes once again. Does Haley have the right to fight Bill's ex-wife? It all started when Haley discovered that Bill's relationship with Danny was not over yet. Although Bill tried to keep his distance, Danny always appeared at unexpected times, as if she were an indispensable part of his life. Haley, with her strong personality and not easily accepting the truth, could not sit still when she felt threatened by the shadow of her ex-wife in her husband's life. Jealousy, a flammable emotion, rose up strongly in her, making her no longer think clearly. Every word of Danny, every gesture of Bill, seemed to be just an excuse for misunderstandings and conflicts in her heart. What situation was Bill in when the relationship with his ex-wife, which he always pretended not to forget, continued to cause tension in his marriage with Haley? A direct confrontation between Haley and Danny was inevitable. Both women did not hesitate to express their hatred and dissatisfaction towards each other. Haley, with her eyes full of anger and determination to protect her family, warns Danny that she does not accept her presence in Bill's life. But what Haley does not realize is that the more she tries to keep Bill, the more she pushes him away. Although she may not realize it yet, her coercion and control make Bill feel suffocated, like he is living in a cage with no way out. Meanwhile, Bill is in the middle of an equally tense battle with Andre, the powerful man Danny has recently become attracted to. Andre, with provocative words, does not hesitate to make Bill feel offended and irritated. He not only challenges Bill's ability to keep Danny, but also calls Bill a fool for letting her go. Although this confrontation seems to be simply a fight over a woman, in reality, it exposes deeper conflicts in Bill's mind. Andre not only wants to possess Danny but is also calculating the political benefits and power he can gain from this relationship. He is not an easy opponent to defeat. While Danny is an important chess piece in Andre's chessboard, Bill is not only a rival but also a man with great influence in society, which makes the battle even more complicated. Why is Bill jealous? Because he loves Danny, or is it because of his high control and possessiveness that always wants to have both in his hands? But what makes things more unpredictable is Haley's reaction when she finds out that Bill is fighting with Andre for Danny. The feeling of betrayal will further strain her relationship with Bill. Haley, although she has sworn to protect her marriage, does she really understand that the more she tries to control Bill, the more she pushes him into the hands of others? Haley's every move, though it may come from love, only makes her become an uncontrollable woman, making Bill feel restrained and increasingly distant from her. With such awkward situations, the power struggle in the Fairmont Crest family is more tense than ever. While Bill faces difficult decisions between his wife and his ex-wife, Danny, despite trying to maintain stability in her life, cannot avoid being caught up in Andre's power schemes. And Haley, with her impulsive and decisive personality, will continue to fight to keep Bill, not realizing that her actions will only make things more complicated. Surely, this fight will not only be about keeping a man, but also a fight to maintain the honor and respect of each person. This fight, though centered around one man, actually reflects the deep conflicts within each character. Jealousy, pride, and betrayal have pushed them into situations where each decision can lead to a major change. Can Bill save his marriage, or will he be the one to destroy it all? Will Haley realize that sometimes love is not about possessing but letting go? And Andre, will he continue to manipulate everyone in this power play, or will he be the one to get caught up in the plots he creates? So do you want Andre and Danny to be together, Let us know in the comments below. Elsewhere, while Vanessa confesses to Donnell about her relationship with Joey Armstrong, she not only breaks a part of herself but also leaves the whole family facing deep wounds. This was not just a simple revelation, but a huge shock, changing everything Donnell had ever known about his mother, about his family, and especially about Doug, whom he had always respected. As expected, this truth was not only a betrayal to Doug, but also a betrayal within Donnell himself. Donnell had always considered Doug a role model, a father figure he admired, and the fact that his mother, Vanessa, had a relationship with Joey, especially when Doug was still alive, only made him feel like everything he believed in was a lie. All the years that Donnell had been raised in a seemingly perfect family, now suddenly shattered. Donnell's reaction would be more than just normal anger. Facing the woman he loved the most, the woman who gave birth to him, was the one who betrayed his father, would make him feel not only betrayed but also lost a part of his identity. He can't help but wonder why. Why did his mother do this? Why did she choose such a sensitive time to admit it? However, this is not just an emotional struggle. Donnell is in another difficult situation. He is facing the great loss of Doug, and at the same time the painful truth about the mother he thought he knew so well. The image he had built of his mother, of his family, is no longer there. Vanessa has left Donnell feeling alone, no longer trusting those closest to him. This feeling of betrayal comes not only from his mother being in love with Joey, but also from the breaking of all the values he was taught. Will Donnell forgive his mother, or will he feel too hurt to accept it and cut off the relationship? In these emotional situations, the truth will be a double-edged sword. Faced with the truth, Donnell will have to decide whether he will hide everything, not letting his twin sister face the pain again, or he will choose to tell the truth, letting his family face the consequences of his mother's actions. This decision is not easy, because even if he wants to hide, he knows that the truth will soon come out and will hurt many more people, especially when dishonesty only makes things worse. Why did Vanessa choose this moment to confess? Maybe she felt that the time had come. When Donnell was going through so much trouble, she needed to admit the truth before everything was exposed and could not be saved. But maybe she was too scared and could not continue to live with these secrets. Vanessa may feel guilty, feeling that she could not continue to hide this truth without facing the consequences. She realizes that keeping this secret for so long will only make her relationship with Donnell more difficult, and that if she doesn't admit it, everything will fall apart. It's also possible that Vanessa wants Donnell to understand that things aren't as simple as he thinks, and even though she's at fault, she wants him to know that she's trying to face the consequences of her actions. Could this be an opportunity for them to face each other, so that they can both heal the wounds of the past? Or will it be a permanent separation where Donnell can't forgive her mother for what she did? Can she find forgiveness from her son? Or will it be the first step in the irreversible separation of a once-close family? These questions not only revolve around clarifying the relationship between Vanessa and Joey, but also open up profound aspects of forgiveness, regret, and the decisions each character must face when facing the truth. While Donnell is cornered, Vanessa can't help but feel pushed to the edge, where truth and betrayal seem to send her down a path of no return. Anita, a mother and grandmother, always tries to maintain her role as the breadwinner of the family, sometimes not realizing that her love and care can create invisible pressure on her loved ones. In an emotional moment, she decided to speak up to encourage Nicole and Martin, her two closest children in life. With devotion and love, Anita advised Nicole not to let the past affect the future, and to try to mend the relationship with Martin, who she believed would be the strongest support for her daughter. However, is Anita's advice really appropriate in this situation? Nicole, who is facing conflicting feelings in her heart, seems to be pulled between the past and the present. Ted, who gave her comfort and sympathy during difficult days, still holds an important place in Nicole's heart. Although she is trying to forget Ted and focus on mending her relationship with Martin, is she really doing it? Or is she just hiding her true feelings? Every time she tries to get over Ted, the memories of the warmth he brought back flood back, causing the unresolved feelings to bother her mind again. Martin, Nicole's current husband, is not without responsibility in this crisis. Their relationship is facing growing cracks. Martin's actions, whether intentional or not, have made Nicole feel anxious and disappointed. He is no longer the husband she once trusted, and the contradictions in their marriage are becoming more and more obvious. Nicole can try to convince herself that she still loves Martin, but how can she forget the unresolved issues in her heart, when her love for Ted is still somewhere entangled in her heart? And elsewhere, Anita, as a mother and grandmother, may be looking at things through the lens of family and traditional values. In her eyes, a complete family with both parents together is the most important thing. She wants her daughter and grandson to overcome all the difficulties to maintain stability in the family. But does Anita really understand what is happening in the relationship between Nicole and Martin? Does she realize that deeper problems exist between them, and that this relationship cannot be saved by simple words of encouragement? She may be urging Nicole to get back with Martin for family reasons, but perhaps she does not see that this pressure will only make things more difficult. Nicole is not someone who easily gives up on her feelings. The relationship with Ted has given her comfort, a connection that she never had with Martin. The feelings she has for Ted are not a betrayal of Martin, but a lingering feeling in her heart, as she feels that she has not completely forgotten her old love. This creates an internal conflict within her, as part of Nicole wants to move on with Martin, while another part of her yearns for the memories of Ted. In this situation, Anita will not be able to fully understand what is going on in Nicole's heart, because she has never faced this conflict. Love is a complicated issue, and although Anita's advice may come from a place of concern and love, it may also unintentionally make Nicole feel pressured and unable to find peace in her heart. Nicole needs to face her own feelings and decide which path is right. Not for anyone else, but for herself. Anita's advice may make Nicole feel guilty, but will it really help her in her journey to find the truth in her heart? Her encouragement may be the motivation for Nicole to continue to find a way to repair her relationship with Martin, but only when she truly understands what she wants can this healing be successful. In the end, Nicole stands at a crossroads, where every decision carries unforeseen consequences. The mixed emotions in her heart become increasingly difficult to control, when her love for Ted is still intact in her memory, but she cannot ignore the presence of Martin, whom she once believed to be a solid support. Faced with pressure from her family, especially from her mother, Anita, Nicole is forced to face a difficult question. Can she let go of the past to rebuild her relationship with Martin, or will she return to her old love, where she always felt comforted? The truth about what happened between her and Ted, as well as the cracks in her marriage with Martin, can't seem to be resolved simply by advice or urging from those around her. The big question still hangs in the air. Will Nicole have the courage to face herself, or will she let her unresolved feelings push her into a life she doesn't want? And will the truth about what she's hiding soon be exposed, changing everything she's built, not only with Martin but also with her family? With secrets gradually being revealed, can Nicole find her own way, or will she be drawn into the vortex she herself created? And will Martin's acceptance, if he knows everything, be the turning point in their relationship, or just the sad end to a love that's already broken? Will the truth bring Nicole peace, or just give rise to more unanswered questions?